Hello mga kaibigan, we are now heading to Garden Tomb. They believe that this is the place where Jesus was buried after his death in Golgotha. And the man also show us the place where Jesus was crucified. So they call it Golgotha because this is the skull mountain and it looks like skull. That's why they call it Golgotha. There is a nose, eyes, yeah, so like a skull. So, and we are now heading to the place where Jesus buried. So we just walk a little and then we stop before we go to the tomb. And the tour guide, the volunteer tour guide, explained how they discovered the place, and also said something about the resurrection of Jesus. So we are nearby the place and we stop there to listen
so it's a family-sized wine press,
tour guide.
And it dates back to the days of Jesus. Okay, so also just below there is a family tomb. It's not a cave that's been repurposed, but the archaeologists tell us the tomb has been chiseled out from the rock, from the very door all the way through there. It's not a communal tomb, it's designed for a family. Only the wealthy could afford to do that. So you think someone who's very wealthy had their own family tomb, their own family wine press, in their own family garden, the first garden outside the city wall by, okay, see the trough there and where the stone once rolled in there. At one time in history there was an earthquake and part of the wall fell out. When they discovered it, the wall wasn't there. In 1880, someone did one of the worst repair jobs you ever seen and put some cinder blocks back in there to fix it, rather than make it look like the other wall. But those of you who are tall must be very happy because they increased the height of the door by a good 1/3. Okay, so it's easier to get in there. So that's what it looks like on the arches across here, all the way around in here, benches, like you're sitting on, but kept set with a covered side around there. That have laid Jesus on this bench here. Okay. So it says that in the Bible that Joseph of Arimathea asked Pilate for the body of Jesus and took him to a garden that was nearby, and in that garden there was a tomb, and along with him came Nicodemus, who also was a member of the Sanhedrin, and he carried 35 kilos of spices. The spices are important because after you clean the body up, you pack the spices around the body, hold it there with cloth, and then lay it on the bench over in the other. After 1 year, the body is decomposed. One member of the family, usually the older son, has got to go in there and gather the bones up, clean them up, put them in a stone box called an ossuary. Deep enough to take the skull, long enough to take the horseshoe shape is where they'd put the head. Okay? We know Jesus would have been laid on the bench on that side, because when the women looked through, they looked straight over there and could see the grave clothes. They didn't have to go in, they could see the grave clothes straight across over there. But when you go down there, the benches are gone. We don't know who took the benches. There were several. What were they marking here? Again, we don't know. But that's what you'll find inside the tomb, and it dates back to the 4th century. So when you go down to find resurrection of life available in the future, but we've got it available. Just brought here as an example. So this one here would have been much bigger. And that's those often boxes over here. Yeah. Everybody says they saw it last time.
Ito yung libingan ni Jesus Christ nung siya ay nilibing nung siya mamatay.
Excuse me?
Ano nga, Orthodox na daw ngayon may-ari. Orthodox Catholic na. Kala ko.